In the distant future, humanity had reached the stars. Cities floated among the clouds of colonized planets, and exploration vessels skimmed the edges of unknown galaxies. Among these vessels was the Aurora, a sturdy ship captained by a fearless leader, Captain Mira Chen. Her crew, a blend of scientists, engineers, and adventurers, shared a singular mission: to seek out new worlds and protect humanity's interests. One day, while charting a course through the nebula of whispers, the Aurora intercepted a distress signal. The transmission, faint yet urgent, echoed across the ship's comm system. "Help us. The Galactic Empire is coming. They are targeting children." The voice faded into static, leaving an eerie silence. Captain Chen, known for her quick thinking and decisive actions, gathered her crew. "We need to find out who sent that message and what's happening. Prepare for jump." Her words ignited a spark of determination within the crew. They understood that humanity's strength lay not just in technology, but in its unwavering spirit. As the Aurora entered the coordinates of the distress signal, the crew braced themselves for the unknown. What awaited them could be a new alliance or a terrifying confrontation. The thought of innocent lives in danger propelled them forward. They were not just explorers. They were humanity's defenders. The Aurora emerged from hyperspace near a small, war-torn planet, now shrouded in chaos. Smoke billowed from ruined cities, and the once thriving landscapes were marred by the signs of conflict. The crew quickly deployed drones to gather intel, revealing a grim scene. The Galactic Empire was conducting mass kidnappings of children, targeting vulnerable communities to fuel their forces. Mira's heart sank. "We can't stand by while this happens," she declared. The crew exchanged resolute glances. They understood the risks, but the thought of helpless children pushed them into action. Using their advanced technology, they hacked into the Empire's communication systems, uncovering their plans. "They're moving the children to a processing facility on the outskirts of the capital," reported Finn, the ship's tech specialist. "We have to act quickly if we want to save them." Mira gathered her team. "We'll need a distraction. Finn, can you disrupt their security systems? And Zora, prepare the ground team for a rescue mission." Zora, a skilled combat strategist, nodded confidently. The crew was ready to risk everything for the sake of those innocent lives. Under the cloak of night, the Aurora descended toward the Empire's processing facility. The area was heavily guarded, but with Finn's tech skills, they were able to create a temporary blackout in the security feeds. "Now's our chance," Mira urged, leading her team through the shadows. The ground team, Mira, Zora, and a few trusted members, moved stealthily, avoiding patrols and utilizing the element of surprise. They reached the entrance to the facility, where the sounds of children's cries pierced the air. Fueled by determination, they pushed through the doors. Inside, they encountered a maze of corridors and holding cells. The sight of frightened children stirred something fierce within them. "We're here to rescue you," Mira shouted, her voice breaking through the gloom. The children's eyes lit up with hope. As they worked to unlock the cells, alarms suddenly blared throughout the facility. "They're on to us," Zora exclaimed, her heart racing. "We need to move now." The team rallied the children, and chaos erupted as they fought their way back to the exit. With the children in tow, the crew made a desperate dash toward the Aurora. But the Empire had anticipated their move. As they reached the landing bay, Empire ships loomed overhead, ready to unleash a barrage of firepower. "Get the kids on board," Mira yelled, adrenaline coursing through her veins. The crew formed a protective barrier around the children, holding off the advancing soldiers. Finn, working furiously, managed to reroute power to the ship's defenses. "We can hold them off, but not for long," he shouted. Zara coordinated the crew's defense, her strategic mind calculating every move. The battle raged on, blaster fire lighting up the night sky. Just as the last child climbed aboard, a powerful explosion rocked the area. "We have to go," Mira commanded, adrenaline surging. As the Aurora lifted off, the crew shared a moment of relief. They had saved the children, but the Empire would not forget this affront easily. "They'll be back," Zora warned. The crew knew this was just the beginning. Once safely aboard the Aurora, Mira and her crew faced the sobering reality of their actions. The children, exhausted and traumatized, needed comfort and care. Mira took it upon herself to connect with them. "You are safe now," she reassured them. "We will find a place for you." Meanwhile, Finn and Zora worked tirelessly to communicate their victory back to Earth. "We need to rally support," Finn insisted. "If the Galactic Empire is coming after us, we need allies." The crew agreed. They couldn't face this threat alone. Mira began crafting a message, detailing the Empire's atrocities and their rescue mission. They reached out to other colonies and factions, igniting a spark of rebellion. Humanity had a choice: unite against oppression or be silenced. News of their mission spread, inspiring others to join the fight. The crew of the Aurora became symbols of hope, representing humanity's resilience and determination. As more allies joined their cause, the tide began to turn. With newfound allies across various colonies, the crew of the Aurora gathered in their makeshift command center. The atmosphere was electric, filled with a mix of tension and hope as leaders from different factions convened to strategize their next move against the Galactic Empire. Forging bonds. Mira stood at the head of the table, surveying the diverse faces of her comrades. Each leader brought unique strengths. Commander Elena from the Frostbite colony, known for her tactical genius; Vec, the tech prodigy from the mining planet of Krendor; and even a diplomat from the Althura coalition, eager to foster cooperation. "Together we can turn the tide," she said, her voice steady. "We must protect our children and ensure a future free from oppression." As discussions progressed, the crew realized that their diversity was their greatest asset. Each faction had faced the Empire in its own way, and their shared experiences formed a tapestry of resilience. They exchanged stories of loss and courage, fostering a deep sense of camaraderie. Mira encouraged everyone to voice their ideas, creating an open forum for strategy and collaboration. The plan takes shape. Under Zora's guidance, they outlined a comprehensive plan. "We need to hit them where it hurts," she asserted. "Their supply lines and command centers are vulnerable." The room buzzed with agreement as they plotted a series of coordinated strikes, each designed to weaken the Empire's hold. Finn worked closely with Vec to enhance the Aurora's capabilities. "We can integrate our technology," Finn explained, pointing to schematics on the holoscreen. "By combining our ships, we'll create a fleet that can outmaneuver theirs." Vec nodded, his eyes gleaming with excitement. Together, they designed upgrades that would give their fleet a significant edge. Mira took a moment to connect with the children they had rescued. She gathered them in a quiet corner of the base, where they could share their fears and hopes. "You are part of this fight," she assured them. "Your courage inspires us all." The children, once terrified and lost, now felt empowered and hopeful, their spirits lifted by the crew's determination. Training the new recruits. With plans set, Zora organized training sessions for new recruits. Those from various colonies had volunteered to join the fight, eager to learn and support the cause. Zora's leadership brought out the best in each participant, whether it was combat skills or tactical awareness. "Focus on teamwork," she advised. "We fight as one." The training grounds echoed with the sounds of weapons clashing and voices shouting commands. The recruits pushed their limits, bonding through shared struggles. Mira watched proudly as the children joined in, learning basic self-defense techniques and instilling confidence within themselves. Building the fleet. As the days turned into weeks, the alliance continued to grow. Ships from different factions arrived at the Aurora's base, each vessel adorned with unique colors and markings. The unity among the fleet became a symbol of hope, a coalition ready to stand against the Empire's tyranny. Finn and Vec worked tirelessly to retrofit the ships with upgraded systems, enhancing their shields and weaponry. "This is the most advanced fleet we've ever assembled," Finn marveled, pride swelling in his chest. "Together, we can take on the Empire and win." Mira knew they were ready, but the weight of responsibility hung heavy on her shoulders. Each ship represented lives at stake, families who had sacrificed everything to join this fight. She felt the burden of leadership, but also a profound sense of purpose. The day of reckoning arrived. the sun setting behind the distant horizon, casting an orange glow over the fleet assembled around the Aurora. With the Empire's stronghold now visible, tension hung in the air, but the crew's resolve remained unshakable. Preparing for battle, Mira stood on the bridge, flanked by Zora and Finn, as they prepared for the final assault. "Remember, we fight for our families, our children, and the future of all free beings," she reminded them, her voice steady. "Together, we will prevail." The fleet, now a colorful mosaic of ships, lined up behind the Aurora, ready to launch. Each pilot felt a sense of purpose, their hearts racing in anticipation. "This is it," Zora said, her hand gripping the console. "We'll show the Empire what we're made of." As they approached the stronghold, the Empire's forces scrambled to defend their position. Ships swarmed around them, their weapons primed. Finn initiated the fleet's coordinated attack, sending the ships into action with a single command: engage. A battle for freedom. The space erupted in chaos as blaster fire illuminated the dark void. The Alliance fought with fervor, each ship working in tandem, covering one another's blind spots. Mira piloted the Aurora with skill, dodging enemy fire and leading the charge. "Focus on their command center," Zora shouted, relaying tactical updates. "We can disrupt their coordination." The crew executed maneuvers flawlessly, their training paying off as they outsmarted the Empire's defenses. In the midst of the battle, Mira spotted the command ship looming in the distance. "That's our target," she shouted. "All ships, follow my lead." With the coalition at her side, she steered the Aurora toward the enemy's heart. The final confrontation. As they closed in, the intensity of the fight escalated. The command ship was heavily fortified, but Mira's resolve only grew stronger. "Prepare for boarding," she commanded. The crew suited up, adrenaline pumping through their veins. With a daring maneuver, the Aurora rammed into the command ship, creating an opening for the ground team. Zora led the charge, breaching the enemy's defenses. "Move! We need to secure the control room," she yelled. Inside the command ship, the atmosphere was charged with tension. The crew fought through waves of enemy soldiers, determination etched on their faces. Each skirmish brought them closer to the control room, where the Empire's commander awaited. Victory and new beginnings. In a final confrontation, Mira faced the Empire's commander, a tall figure cloaked in darkness. "You think you can defy the Empire?" he sneered, his voice cold and menacing. Mira stepped forward, her heart pounding. "We fight for freedom, for those you've oppressed. We will not be silenced." The battle erupted as they clashed, but Mira's resolve proved stronger. With a swift move, she disarmed him, standing victorious. As the dust settled, the Empire was defeated, their hold on the galaxy shattered. Cheers erupted from the crew and their allies, celebrating their hard-won victory. They had not only saved lives, but had ignited a movement for freedom and justice. In the aftermath, Mira stood among her crew, reflecting on their incredible journey. "This is just the beginning," she proclaimed. "We will continue to explore, protect, and fight for a better future." The crew, once just a team, had become a family, united in their purpose to defend humanity and uphold the values they cherished. Together, they looked to the stars, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing they would always rise to the occasion because they were humanity and they were strong. In the months following their hard-won victory against the Galactic Empire, the universe began to heal. The coalition formed by the crew of the Aurora grew stronger, united not just by shared struggles, but by a collective vision for a brighter future. Building bridges, Mira stood at the center of the new Council of Unity, a body formed to ensure the voices of all species were heard. Representatives from various planets gathered in the vibrant hall, a space alive with the colors and cultures of many worlds. Each delegate brought their own perspectives, enriching discussions about governance, peacekeeping, and exploration. "Together, we are stronger," Mira declared, her heart swelling with pride. "Our differences are not weaknesses, they are our greatest strengths. Let us build a future where every being can thrive, free from tyranny." The delegates erupted in applause, their spirits lifted by her words. A legacy of hope. Meanwhile, the children rescued during the conflict thrived at a new educational program aimed at fostering understanding between species. Led by Zora, this initiative focused on teaching the values of cooperation, empathy, and innovation. Every child learned about the diverse cultures and histories of their new friends, breaking down barriers that once seemed insurmountable. On the first day of classes, Mira watched as children of all species played together in the sun-drenched courtyard. Their laughter echoed a beautiful symphony of unity. It was a reminder of why they had fought. The future of the galaxy rested in these young hands. Exploration and discovery. With the Empire's remnants dismantled, exploration resumed at an unprecedented pace. Finn, now the head of the newly formed Intergalactic Research Division, led missions to discover uncharted worlds. "We have so much to learn," he remarked, gazing at the star-filled sky from the observation deck of the Aurora. Every star holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Exciting discoveries awaited them, new planets rich in resources, cultures eager to connect, and phenomena that would expand their understanding of the universe. The thirst for knowledge fueled their journeys, as each mission brought back stories and insights that united even more worlds. A stronger alliance. As the years passed, the Council of Unity grew into a robust alliance, protecting peace across the galaxy. They established protocols for conflict resolution and mutual support, ensuring that no faction would ever face tyranny alone again. The lessons learned from their battle against the Empire became the foundation for a new era of collaboration. Mira, Zora, Finn, and their companions often gathered to reminisce about their journey. They shared tales of bravery and resilience, recognizing that their bond had become unbreakable. Each of them had evolved, not just as individuals, but as leaders committed to a shared mission. Looking to the stars. On a quiet evening, Mira stood at the helm of the Aurora, staring into the vastness of space. The stars twinkled like beacons of hope, each representing a possibility, a dream yet to be realized. She felt a surge of gratitude for every ally, every child, and every moment that had brought them to this point. "Let's go see what's out there," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. With a crew that had become family, she knew they would continue to forge paths through the cosmos, driven by curiosity and the unyielding spirit of humanity. As the ship powered up, the crew gathered around, ready for the next adventure. Together, they would explore new worlds, build lasting alliances, and ensure that the light of freedom would never fade. The universe was vast, and their journey was just beginning. And so, with hearts full of hope and eyes fixed on the stars, they launched into the infinite expanse, ready to embrace whatever lay ahead.